Lawyers, who was your craziest client? I thought handling Miriam Beasley's will would be just another afternoon at the office. She was 87, passed away peacefully, leaving everything to her 3 grandkids. Standard stuff, until I found the letter. 2 days after the funeral, I'm sorting through her papers when I find this envelope marked, Attorney Only, open immediately. Inside was a handwritten note from Miriam dated 6 months before she died. Elliot, if you're reading this, I'm probably dead, but not from natural causes. One of my grandchildren is planning to kill me for my money. I actually laughed. Old people get paranoid, right? But then I kept reading. I've changed my will to include a test. Watch their reactions carefully when you read it. The guilty one will reveal themselves. So there I am at the will reading, looking at her 3 grandkids. There's Bradley, the oldest, works construction. Penny, middle child, teaches kindergarten. And Nicole, the youngest, she's a nurse at General Hospital. All seem upset about Grandma's death, nothing weird. I start reading the will, everything normal until I get to the last part. Before any money is distributed, a full investigation into the circumstances of my death must be completed to my attorney's satisfaction. Bradley just shrugs. Penny looks confused. But Nicole? She goes completely white. Starts fidgeting with her purse strap, bouncing her leg like crazy. She blurts out, "That's ridiculous. Grandma died of a heart attack. Why would she write that?" Here's the thing though. The medical examiner ruled it heart failure. Case closed. But Miriam's doctor told me at the funeral that she had 0 heart problems. Perfect blood pressure, no medications, could walk 5 miles daily. Something felt off. I pushed for toxicology tests. Took 3 weeks to get results back. Turns out there were traces of digitalis in her system. That's foxglove plant extract. Causes heart failure symptoms, but it's basically poison. Now I'm thinking about Nicole's reaction. She's a cardiac nurse, would know exactly how Digitalis works. I called the hospital where she works and asked about recent Digitalis orders. Sure enough, she'd signed out a vial 2 weeks before Miriam died. Said it was for a patient, but when I checked the records, that patient never received Digitalis treatment. I met with the detectives handling the case. They interviewed all 3 grandkids again. Bradley and Penny were completely cooperative. Nicole hired a lawyer immediately and wouldn't talk. They searched her apartment and found foxglove seeds in her car trunk, still in the gardening store bag with the receipt. Purchased 4 days before Miriam's death. Confronted with everything, Nicole finally broke down. She confessed to putting digitalis in Miriam's morning coffee. Said she was drowning in student loans and couldn't wait for inheritance anymore. She thought it would look like natural causes since Grandma was old. Nicole got charged with second-degree murder. Bradley and Penny split the estate equally and donated $50,000 to poison control education. They said it's what Grandma would have wanted.